complete a few steps before we can rescue him. First, we'll need to defeat Captain Lotus Vision. This boss can be found shortly after the Upper Pagoda Keeper Shrine, and is one of the more interesting encounters in this area. Once defeated, you'll claim the spirit of Captain Vision Lotus, the item required to break the magical seals found throughout this zone. First, we'll need to defeat Captain Lotus Vision. This boss can be found shortly after the Upper Pagoda Keeper Shrine, and is one of the more... interesting encounters in this area. Remember, the item required to break the magical seals found shortly after the Upper Pagoda Keeper Shrine.
That's his name. It's the bronze set for this fight. Also in the strand tab you want to spec Pluck of Many all the way down. And because we're going to use so much mana, we're not going for health or stamina, we're going for mana in the survival tab. In the stat stances tab, you can pretty much go whatever you want if you want.
Faltan dos. Chao, man, imposible que le encuentre a ese jefe, bro. Pero imposible que le encuentre por mi propio método. Está todo oscuro. Voy a pensar que no puedo bajar ahí. Ah, no, no está todo oscuro. Gracias al frío. ¿Mm? Sí, ya me presentaron con el video tampoco. Sí. ¿El control? Bien. Más libertino acá. Más libertino. No. No. Raro, ¿eh?
Foresaw today when I chose to depart. Another master plan of Mount Lingshan. Once a man, now a Guai. Death was his relief. Oh, it's you. You're still alive. But I see you've slain one of my captains and helped yourself to break in. 4 loyal captains. Now 4 bewildered souls. Can you free them from that pain if you truly are the destined one? Thank you for bringing them back. Their suffering has ended. When I left home young, I too saw myself as destined. But look at me. And the destiny of those who followed my cause. Take this. I don't need it anymore. Now I can go home. Who are you? I heard the great sage is dead. But what's the difference between life and death? For we live in such a troubled age. Who are you? But what's the difference between life and death? Who are you? But what's the difference?
Pero no parece maloñato todo. No se puede mejorar. Qué basura.
Keeper Shrine, and is one wise voice, the Keeper Shrine. Look, the final captain can be found outside of Loot. Keep trudging until you reach the mountain. Just need to locate Mrs. Boss. As you remember, Lotus Vision was technically the first. He's Wise Voice, and it can be found at the top of the Pagoda Realm, right across the bridge from the Money Wheel Keeper Shrine. You can't miss this boss as he's blocking your progression in the chapter, so eventually you won't have a choice but to defeat him. The third captain is Void Illusion, and luckily you won't have to fight it, you'll just need to locate its corpse. This will take you quite a while, as the body can be found near the Longevity Road Keeper Shrine. Looking at the shrine, head into the snow to the right, and keep trudging until you reach the mountains, which act as your barrier. Follow the wall until you eventually find this massive body, interact with it, and claim the spirit. The final captain can be found outside, with the 2x sphere is just that, a sphere. It doesn't have the same moveset as all of the stabs you've used up until this point. In fact, it has a completely different set of animations, and when using the thrust stance, you even get increased damage. Talk about a complete game changer, this weapon is truly an awesome secret. But wait, it gets even better because you'll also receive the Ashen Slumber spell, which allows you to transform into one of those two-headed rats in Chapter 2. I used this for a hot minute and really enjoyed the damage it dealt with its blade. Now on top of that, you can also hold down heavy attack to shoot out a jet of sustained flame, which is pretty epic. Since we had to clear multiple parts of Chapter 3 just
Ah, mira. Sí, a lo mejor te quito de...
Finish that quest, you need to take a step back from Chapter 2 video. So long as you have the long scales contained in Chapter 2, you'll be able to head away from the Keeper Shrine on Turtle Island and approach this dragon statue. With the long scales,
Me parecía
the
lo...
statue will come alive.
Es que no podía hacer esa etapa así al pedo, bro. No podía hacer al pedo, bro. Es que no podía estar al pedo, o sea, esta ferostato era... Pues sí, hasta el pedo.
For what deed must his head be hung for all to see? For what deed must the waters they govern roam free? For what deed must all matters not known how to be? For what deed must mercy's hand so woe upon thee? For what deed
Must the Cyan One onto the shores flee?
evening light
No, porque soy imbécil. No me quise curar. En cada capítulo para uno así. Porque está por ahí en la medalla.
You'll be able to fight Cyan Lost. This fight, to your left and head into the water to be confronted by this information in hand. Out beneath, there you can craft weapons, resources found throughout the game. You can upgrade your sets of gear. Believe me, if you defeat him, you'll be. It's still an incredible spell to wield. If you defeat him, you'll be rewarded with Ebb and Flow, a new transformation spell. You essentially get a truncated version of his moveset, and while the transformation isn't nearly as nimble as the actual boss, it's still an incredible spell to wield. Push ahead and you'll be attacked by something going to chug your gourd while a new spell. But first, you need to complete a multi-step quest. From the north shore of the Bitter Lake, he'll tell you he's away from the keep until you field. The scene will play, and with your spells stick, and it will be able to communicate with the spirit. Head back to the Forest of Ballistic Stick, and it can be made even better by allocating some sparks into its skill tree. With your new spell, which is a powerful spell that buffs your attack damage considerably, but prevents you from using any of your spells, spirits, or vessels while active. This is very straightforward, tailored towards players that just want to whack things with a stick, and it can be made even better by allocating some sparks into its skill tree. With your new spell in hand, head back to the Forest of Felicity Keeper Shrine. There you'll see a body stick, and it can be made to be able to communicate with the spirit of a snow fox. After a short cutscene, you'll actually turn into the fox yourself. The goal is to reach the fox's master somewhere with it to be able to communicate. Head back to the forest.
Okay. De la cuesta y pobre, bro. Aumenta el daño infligido por todos los movimientos de pose pilar. Se puede invocar a un Lung para lanzar trueno al enemigo. Solo que lo hacemos el ataque del próximo ataque de paso no va. Pensé que nunca me iba a quedar pobre, pero me quedé pobre. La oferta de la idea de uso no desea, a pesar de que conviene. Voy a vender, ¿no?
Keeper Shrine. There you'll see a body slumped in front of the archway.
Sé que yo interactúo con esa mierda.
Kind sir, pause your steps and heed my story. I was a fox squire who practiced to become one of the humans. One day, I was foraging for food and found myself caught in a hunter's trap. A young scholar saved me and kept me in his home to let me heal. I couldn't move, yet my heart swelled with gratitude. I thought I could aid him in his career in return for saving my life. Little did I foresee that, following a dream, he would take my life. My soul lingered, yet he left without a trace. I sought tirelessly, only to find he had become a monk in the new Thunderclap Temple.
Esa historia ya piro.
I beg you, sir, to take my fur and wear my form, confront him and calm my sorrowful heart. He's hiding in the side hall of the temple. Kind sir, will you lead me to him?
Un templo ahí. Este es un pincel ahí, ¿qué carajo para qué sirve? ¿A qué tiempo tengo que irme, Luta?
Interact with it and you'll be a master somewhere within the new Thunderclap Temple. But if you get hit, you will break form. Luckily, you also get an on-use item that will transform you right back. The NPC we're looking for is Non-Void, and he's found on the uppermost left side of the temple.
Ah, enseñate porque estaba ahí, pibe. Ah, me emocioné.
climbing a ton of stairs, you're going the right direction. Reach him and turn yourself into the fox to trigger a cinematic and the ensuing boss battle. Non-void uses a lot of trickery to avoid your attacks.
Así que eso era.
Ordination scars. Let me give you one.
Era mejor el otro, pero bueno.
The Thunderclap bids you.
¿Dónde es Conchura? No, me dejo la bola. Quiero... Rompe la bola, carajo.
So reach him and turn yourself faster somewhere within New Thunderclap Temple. But if you get hit, you will break form. Luckily, you also get an on-use item that will transform you right back. The NPC we're looking for is Non-Void, and he's found on the uppermost left side of the temple. If you're climbing a ton of stairs, you're going the right direction. Reach him and turn yourself into the fox to trigger a cinematic and the ensuing boss battle. Non-Void uses a lot of trickery to avoid your attack, so keep the pressure on. Eventually, he'll fall, and you can claim his spirit, giving you a more defensive option.
XD. Se puede pasar en la atrás, ¿no? Left side, bro.
give you one.
No era ganador. Ah, es acá y pues adentro otra vez.
It's the eyes that see, make your power leak.
Y vos sos el desgraciado que les mataste al bicho.
A ghost. Aren't you dead already? For years, I've prayed you'd find peace. Still you come to take my life in penance against yours. You wouldn't understand my agony when I took your life. The Buddha sees no such vengeance. I shall usher you to the beyond once more. even the creatures can free me from this chain. The nature of Yaoguais is beyond remedy. I've brought this upon myself.
Which some might find interesting. At this point, head back to the Forest of Felicity and the body you first communicated with. Interact with it and Tower of Karama Keeper Shrine that I want to call your attention to. If you travel to this location and suddenly on the outside reward for defeat, you also receive for a period of time. You also receive the Ginseng Cape, which has 48 defense, 8 chill sense, Now, a quick little secret here, inside you, Thunderclap Temple, are a number of Hoarfrost transformation, which I am his tentacles and ice attacks because it took me a minute to defeat him. But once you do, you get the Hoarfrost transformation, which puts those abilities directly in your hands. I used Hoarfrost throughout all of Chapter 4, and I love this transformation, so go kill the boss and reap the rewards. The final major secret in Chapter 3 is really just a precursor to something much, much bigger. At the Snow-Veiled Trail Keeper Shrine, you'll want to head away from the shrine and head to the right of this area. Cross the bridge and make your way up the hill and you'll reach the Great Pagoda. Without saying too much, this location is at the epicenter of the game's secret ending and requires further progression to utilize. If you're curious, there are other videos and guides already out. If you think there's something else we should have talked about, leave a comment down below and share your knowledge with the community. And remember, these items are best when found during progression, not at the end of the game. So if you're looking for a real edge in combat, you'll want to take a step off the beaten trail. Guys, if you like our Black Myth Wukong Secret series and you want us to continue into Chapter 4 and beyond, drop us a like and consider subscribing. We'll have more coming your way. You definitely don't want to miss. Destin 1, we are back, scouring the mountains for secrets and treasures. Lore. And this time, our adventure takes us from the depths of spider-filled caves to the purple cloud mountains high above. My name is Kodiak, this is Legacy Gaming, and today we're continuing our series and helping me to talk about our talismans found throughout the West Hollow. There are 3 found during exploration throughout the chapter, with the 4th
They say mortals and Yaoguais walk different paths, but it's after seeing him again that I understood. Those who fear Yaoguais are fouler than what they fear.
Está por todo, ¿eh? La duración. Tiene un tiempo para la transformación. Cha.
Triggering a boss battle. And if you don't find these before entering the end chapter boss arena, they'll bug out. In fact, this happened to me, and while I am sure it'll be addressed at some point, it doesn't feel great being locked out of a secret. Anyways, carry on. Exploration throughout the chapter to me, and while I am sure it'll be addressed exploration throughout the chapter, with the 4th triggering a boss battle. And if you don't find these before entering the end chapter boss arena, they'll bug out. In fact, this happened to me, and while I am sure it'll be addressed at some point, it does boss battle. And if you don't find these before entering the end chapter boss arena, they'll bug out. In fact, this chapter will head to the Reserve Bridge. Walk past the Keeper Shrine, across the mossy bridge, and head to the left. Pull the fourth talisman, and a cinematic will roll, and you'll be confronted by the Supreme Inspector. This fight won't last long, because you'll be interrupted by a second creature who will call off the boss, and eventually, everyone will just leave, allowing you to claim the Celestial Notary Hill, which is in the chest right inside the central building. Next, we're going to tackle the chapter's biggest secret, a location high up in the mountains. But to get there, we'll first need to scour the depths of the Webbed Hollow. So to kick us off, we'll want to start at the Upper Hollow Keeper Shrine. From here, simply walk past the shrine, secret, a location high up in the mountains. But to get there, we'll first need to scour the depths of the Webbed Hollow. So to kick us off, we'll want to start at the Upper Hollow Keeper Shrine. From here, simply walk past the shrine and keep moving until you reach this ledge. Drop down until you reach the bottom, and then make your way through the sea of cocoons hanging. So to kick us off...
Qué puta, bro. Que es un laberinto esa mierda, bro. Dios mío, es un laberinto de mierda. Y ese otro mundo, bro. El capítulo 6, este man es inmenso. La cantidad de cosas que va a haber, déjame robar.
We want to start at the Upper Hollow Keeper Shrine. From here, simply walk past the shrine and keep moving until you reach this ledge. Drop down until you... And then, so to kick us off, we'll want to start at the Upper Hollow Keeper Shrine. From here, simply walk past the shrine and keep moving until you reach this ledge. Drop down until you reach... So to kick us...
O sea, yo me pasé, soy imbécil, básicamente. Ya está.
We'll want to start at the Upper Hollow Keeper Shrine. From here, simply walk past the shrine and keep moving until you reach this ledge. Drop down until you reach the bottom, and then make your way through the sea of cocoons hanging from the ceiling. I highly recommend you don't fight anything here, as you'll just end up wasting time for not a whole lot gained. At some point, you'll come into a more open area, and be careful here.
Sí, por otra parte ya estuve. Ya aspiro, qué facha, bro. ¡Ay, copudo!
as there's an armored scorpion as well as a spider warrior that just drop down out of nowhere. Combination. Keep running up the stairs until you reach the pool of shattered jade keeper shrine. Rest if you need to, and then keep heading.
Pero las conchas, ¿por qué no me dijiste nomás las conchas de tu vieja juego choto? Qué lechuga es el video. Qué imbécil que hace el video, ¿por qué no me dijo nomás? Ya me teletransportaba ese, bro. Dios mío, todo este tiempo desperdiciado. Voy a haber venido acá nomás.
Prepares to just drop down out of nowhere. Bad combination. Keep running up the stairs until you reach the pool of shattered jade keeper shrine. Rest if you need to, and then keep heading deeper into the cave. You'll pass through.
Ay, 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 ay. Ah, pues.
First, test your worth! To ruin my flawless form! You audacious monkey! We'll settle our scores when I reach my full mastery!
What I've done.
Another layer of cocoons and eventually make your way to this grotto. In this grotto will be a larger cocoon, and once you smack it, a boss bar will appear. Don't waste your mana and focus on this, as it's just a precursor to the actual fight against the Venom Deus. This is the first of 2 encounters you'll have with this boss, but it's important that you do this first so you don't have to double back in the future. The boss itself uses a lot of dash attacks and tries to slice at you with his big sword, but overall he's not to reach the Venom Deus yet. In fact, you won't have access to him until the very last Keeper Shrine in Chapter 3. But for the sake of continuity, we're going to go through the entire secret.
Hi, Scumbro. My name is PewDiePie.
PewDiePie.
To find the Venom Deus, for the sake of continuity, then eventually you'll turn to Ancient Keeper Shrine. From there, turn around and run back down the stairs, heading into the mountain. You'll want to keep to the path, and eventually you'll turn left once you see a large slope that heads down into an arena.
Ah, viste, un espacio al pedo era ese, me parecía luego. No existe espacio al pedo en un juego como esto. En este juego no existen esas cosas.
Aquí estoy. Estamos esperando.
Hostia, tío.
Hostia, cojones. Hostia, tío. Voy a buscarla. ¿Le escribiste en el grupo, Leo?
Le llamé y todo.
Yo soy Optimus Prime y envío este mensaje a todos los Autobots sobrevivientes que están esperando.
Estábamos esperando, Iván. Estábamos esperando.
¡La puta! ¡Ay, ay, ay! What I've done. Este espacio nunca fue al pedo. Tenía un propósito.
For nothing but your sake. I'd appreciate a thank you, but you gave me torn arms. Now, in compensation, I'll claim yours.
Ah, le saqué los otros brazos, ok.
There's never ascension from those sacks. Worthless limbs be gone. That old Taoist fooled me. My challenge was a delusion. Forget it. Face me in a fair fight. You shall learn to best that corruption. Taste mine! battle on Purple Cloud Mountain.
Chao. Chao. Una aguja.
All I can do is weep here, hoping that a kind passerby might find your remains.
Una serpiente.
Young master, please forgive my impropriety. I am but a widow, here to mourn my late husband. Show some kindness and excuse my manners. We lived in peace in our mountaintop home, but out of nowhere, wicked insects swarmed the place. They occupied our village. I was the lone survivor. I intended to retrieve my late husband's keepsakes, but the Gwai's leader, the Scorpion Lord, has discouraged all my attempts with his death sting. Young master, are you heading up the mountain? Venomous Yaoguais have infested the forest ahead. Take caution, or you may never make it back alive. Remember to carry enough herbs in case you find yourself poisoned. Young master, venomous Yaoguais.
puta madre, no sé dónde conectarle, weón. Ni a la coba.
Llamarlo, ya.
Y llamó y no. Ya.
No aparece. No te hace caso. Qué mal parido, güey. Hay que... ¿Qué hice? Estoy tratando de levantarme. Madre mía.
Por
Ahí
eso
no.
te digo, weón.
Sí, para mí que vos un imbécil.
Que le voy a acordar del otro jueguito de Ben 10 también, pero que tenía que crear los mapas.
¿Qué?
No.
El de, creo que era el Ben 10 Omniverse, no sé. Muy parecido a ese, pero tenía que crear los mapas. No, no es Omni, el otro. Cuando Ben era más grande.
No me suena.
¿Qué está? Pues ya me perdí.
El libro de su asado, yo no.
Bueno, ya salo.
¿Quieres jugar esto?
Ya salo. ¿Qué ojo de Wukong legalmente?